left-hand side of your screen, bi'ithnillah. But with me, I have my beloved Shaykh. But before I introduce the Shaykhana, I'll be your host for the next hour, Mahmoud Yusuf. With me, I have my Shaykh Abdulkadir Ali Ambe. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Hayyakum Allah, Shaykhana wa bayyakum.
Allah yahayyik habibi.
How are you, Shaykhana, inshallah, today?
Alhamdulillah, I'm good, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah, barakallahu feek, Shaykh, for being here. Inshallah, if we can start our show with a quick reminder, inshallah, so that way our brothers and sisters can benefit from the reminder we give them, inshallah, and we can get all our questions ready for you, bi'idhnillah.
Bi'idhnillah ta'ala. Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wa salatu wassalamu ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa man ihtada bihudah. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. Our reminder today is, as we are approaching the best period, the first 10 days of the Hijjah, and the Hajj, for those Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless them, inshaAllah, to be part of this, people who Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala invited them to His house. And I hope all the brothers and sisters who Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala invited them to this house to understand the value and the importance of this invitation, and to take care of it, and to not waste their time with doing shopping and going to the malls in Mecca and Medina and so on, as I always see. And especially my sisters, my advice to you, you went there for ibadah. You went there to purify yourself. And all of you brothers and sisters who are going for Hajj, you are going there to purify yourself, to come back, as your Prophet ﷺ said in the authentic hadith, كَيَوْمِ وَلَدَتْهُ أُمُّهُ, like the day that you came out from your mother's womb. The way you were pure, you will come back from the Hajj pure, insha'Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala. But which Hajj? The Hajj that your earnings that you use for that is from halal income. The Hajj that you went there and you did not cause any conflict, you did not cause any problems, you did not exercise any of your sexual needs, you've been lowering your gaze, you've been controlling yourself, you've been controlling your desires, you were not arguing with the people, you were not hurting any Muslim. The reason I'm mentioning all this, because all this happens, and especially for those, inshallah, like myself, who's going to take his parents. You need to be patient, because you will see a lot of pushing, a lot of hitting, and then I remember about, if I'm not wrong, about 35, nearly 40 years ago, my cousin was doing Hajj with my auntie, my mother's sister, oldest sister, and some other elderly, and then they've been pushed and from right, left, center, and then he said, guys, let's defend ourselves, inshallah, we're going to come for Hajj next year. And I don't want that to happen to any one of us. That's why it is very important that we have to be patient. You will see a lot of pushing. The heat is very strong. You get upset just like that with any little action. Because of that, you need to be patient. Because you want to come back pure. You want to come back sinless. And that has a price. Allah did not mention لا رفث ولا فسوق ولا جدال في الحج for nothing. because all this happens and we see always in front of our eyes, then please, my brothers and sisters who are going for Hajj, keep that in mind. And as I told you prior to that, keep in mind that the money that you are using for Hajj, it must be halal and pure money. Halal, pure. Even if it's from your work, you make sure that you work properly and you complete your hours of work. You do not waste any time of the work for your own private things. And then some income might come to you from that, which is not pure. Because of that, that's my advice to my brothers and sisters. Wherever you are, make sure you purify your money, you purify your Hajj, and when you go there, you need to be patient. You need to be patient. You need to be patient, inshallah, to win that you come back from the Hajj like the day you came out from your mother's womb. وَجَزَاكُمُ اللَّهُ خَيْرًا.
Barakallahu feek, Shaykh, and may Allah reward you for the beautiful advice. So this will give us, inshallah, a booster for those brothers and sisters who are going to Hajj, inshallah. May Allah accept it from them. So let's start this show, inshallah, with a quick caller, inshallah. Well, not quick caller, with the first caller we have, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Ask Eman.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
You are live and Ask Eman. Sister, what's your question?
Just a quick question. What does Islam say about some people who are going to Hajj but are leaving their family in debt?
All right, so individuals are going to Hajj but leaving their family behind with debts, yeah?
Yeah, not taking care of their family. So
they're not taking care of their family?
Is valid still.
Shaykh, do you want to clarify a few things here?
They don't take care of their family. What do you mean by that, my sister? Can you explain? Can you elaborate a bit more?
What I mean is that they don't pay the expenses of their family, their wife and their children. They don't take their responsibility.
That means they are not leaving enough money for the need of their family. Is that what you mean?
Yes.
Jazakallahu khairan. Very clear.
Okay, khair. تفضل شيخنا.
Jazakallahu khairan. Brothers, this is for us brothers. We should make sure that we leave our family in a good state when we are going for Hajj. Because Allah Ta'ala said, وَلِلَّهِ عَلَى النَّاسِ حِجُّ الْبَيْتِ مَنِ اسْتَطَاعَ إِلَيْهِ سَبِيلًا. The Hajj is obligatory upon those who are capable to go to the Hajj. And capability means that they have enough money for their Hajj and enough money to cover the needs of their family behind. And on top of that, the safety, the other things, it all comes after that. But that's the most important thing. If you don't have enough money, my brother, to keep your house running, and I don't mean luxury, I mean the basics of the need of the family. If you don't have that, Hajj is not obligatory upon you. And if you've done Hajj already, and that's your second or third or fourth or fifth or sixth, then you are sinful for that. Be careful, my brother. And be careful, my brothers. وَجَزَاكُمُ اللَّهُ خَيْرًا.
طب شيخنا, so when we say, I'm going to elaborate more about what the sister's question.
No problem.
Now, when we say he's leaving us behind with nothing, what is nothing? There's no way you can tell me I'm leaving. Like, as a husband, I would never leave my family knowing that once I'm gone, they'll be left with nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but to what extent can we consider nothing?
No, that's why I said basic needs.
Okay.
Not the luxury.
Right.
Like,
can we elaborate more about this?
After the break, no problem.
MashaAllah. So after the break, inshallah, Shaykhana, we're going to elaborate more about what leaves behind.
Okay.
Jazakallah khair.
No problem.
Brothers and sisters, join us after that break, inshallah, for more Ask Eman. Remember, if you want to pick up your phone and call us here to ask us any question in regards to Hajj or anything else, inshallah, the number is 0203 515 0769. That's 0203 515 0769. For me and the Shaykh for now. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, walhamdulillahi rabbil alameen, wa salatu salam ala rasulillah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My respected brothers and sisters, welcome back to your show, Ask Eman. Shaykhana, before the break, we were talking about. Sorry, I'm just going back here. So we're talking about leaving things behind for our family members. Now, when we speak about what we have to leave behind, are we talking about enough for them? Let's say, for example, you've done the shopping for the month.
Yeah.
Is that sufficient enough for you to actually to go Hajj, knowing that you've left food behind, or does it mean? I don't know. I'm just trying to work out. Was he talking about rent, food, pocket money? What are we talking about here?
All the necessity.
Like what?
Rent, food, if they need some clothing.
So you're telling me there's people, there's parents who or husbands will leave their family without any of that for them to go and perform Umrah or Hajj?
Yes.
There is?
I know that.
There is?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. That's the reason I mentioned, and if it's the first Hajj or second Hajj, third Hajj or fourth Hajj, like especially when it's after the obligatory one, you are sinful for that.
Subhanallah. طيب خير إن شاء الله. Barakallahu fik, Shaykh. Next question first question that we have today from WhatsApp starts with Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Can someone do Salat al-Istikhara for divorce?
لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله.
It's a good way of starting, isn't it?
That's a good start.
Yeah, Istikhara.
I'm not your friend.
No. Istikhara for divorce.
Istikhara, it's for something. Istikhara is for marriage, for business contract, for work, for something good. You istikhara Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You were in Allah's hands subhanahu wa ta'ala to choose for you what is good for you.
No.
You don't istikhara for divorce.
No.
But you make istishara with divorce.
Istishara?
Istishara, which means you ask for counseling, for an advice. You look for advice from the right channels. People that you know that they will give you a righteous and correct advice. That's why Allah Ta'ala said in the Quran, فَابْعَثُوا حَكَمًا مِنْ أَهْلِهِ وَحَكَمًا مِنْ أَهْلِهَا. One judge from her side, from her family side, and one judge from your family side. In yurida islahan, if they want good,
No.
if they want to reconcile, يوفق الله بينهما. Allah Ta'ala will give them tawfiq to understand each other, and they will come up with a good advice and good solution with their problems.
Khair.
If they are sincere.
No.
Yeah.
But to pray istikhara from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to get an answer,
no,
it's not advisable.
It's not advisable, and it's not according to the Sunnah, and that's not advice from the scholars as well.
Jazakallah khair, Shaykhana. We're going to go to a caller, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Ask Iman. Hello, assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu to yourself and Shaykh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
I'm Hamad Tariq from Birmingham.
Hayak, brother Hamad. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, how are you both?
Alhamdulillah. Thank you for asking. What's your question for us today, inshallah?
First question is when we go to the hairdressers and get hairs done, cut, and we know that sometimes the hair can be used in different ways, making wigs or different things. So is that a recommended thing to ask them to give us that hair and bring it back and bury it in the earth ourselves? Or even if we don't bring it back and don't ask them what they're going to use them for, so would we be kind of sinful in that way to send them off and get wigs made out?
Okay, brother, just a quick question in regards to this matter. We're talking about hairdressers, not barbers?
Barbers, yes, barbers.
Barbers. And barbers usually take the hair and use it for artificial hair?
Yes.
Really?
The commonest use of them is making wigs out of them.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yes, so there are plenty of usage for them. They use them for making different things. So wigs are one of those factors.
No.
So this is one question. So I would say whether we should directly ask them what they're going to use them for. If they tell us that yes, we're not going to use them, we're going to throw them away. So is it safer to leave them over there with them, or still bring them back and bury them in the earth ourselves?
Okay.
So this is first question.
Let him answer. Let the Shaykh answer that question for you first. Stay on the line.
Okay.
Fadda, Shaykh.
Your hair. the barbers, they use it for wigs or some other stuff.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
That's something new to me as well. And if you know that that's not allowed you to leave it for them.
You're not allowed for you to leave behind.
No, just take it and then put it in the bin by yourself.
But if they said to you, we actually throw it away, you don't have to.
Then that's it.
You don't have to worry.
If there's a trust,
No.
if you can trust them, say for example that's your barber, you've been using it for a while, you know them very well, you can trust them with that, then that's fine.
Sure.
Yeah,
Khair.
that's fine, inshallah.
Okay, Habibi, what's your next question?
Can I ask, Shaykh mentioned throw them in the bin. So is that all right to throw the hair in the bin rather than bury them in the earth or soil?
Yeah, throw them in the bin, it's fine.
Okay.
It's okay.
Jazakallah khair.
Barakallah.
Second question, if I may.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
When speaking to a person who is mentally not sane, is it allowed to speak or kind of tell lie to them to keep them under control and not to distress them?
Sure.
So lying to an insane person with the intention to not to give them any kind of stress or worsen their condition.
Right. طب شيخنا, if it's a child, or that's not even a child, as a human being, but we just say it's a child as well, anyone that's actually mentally disturbed, who have a condition where that you have to lie to them to make them feel better. Islamically, are we allowed to use those lies, or are we allowed to lie to them just to make sure the situation is easier and better for us?
For example?
So, for example, if the child is an adult that he just says to you, look, let's say they just lost it in the shop floor, and they said, I want this. And he's trying to calm them down by saying, look, don't worry, I got sweeties for you. I'm going to give it to you when you get home. You know you don't have it, but you just said it to calm them down. Are you allowed to do that?
No, because the Prophet ﷺ, in the authentic hadith, he saw a lady calling her child. And she said, come here. And she saw like he was giving him something.
Yeah.
And then he said, what are you giving to him? She said, I'm going to give him a date.
No.
He said, if you did not give him a date, that was going to be written on you as a lie.
SubhanAllah. So we do this to our children a lot.
It's not right.
Really?
Yes, if we tell them, that means, like, I tell my daughter, and I'll give you a sweet when we get home. But I give it to her.
Right.
You have to be honest about what you are saying to them.
Right.
Because if, for example, you did not do it, that means you are the teacher of the lie.
I agree. That I understand.
Yeah.
That I understand. But if you know it's gonna keep the situation calmer,
you shouldn't. You should not lie to them. Unless, like, on your way, you buy for them a sweet, and then you give it to them when you reach home. You fulfill what you promised.
right?
Yes.
Does that answer your question?
Jazakallah khairan kathiran.
Barakallahu
feek.
Salam.
Alaykum assalam wa rahmatullah.
طيب, next question we have YouTube Shaykhana from Fahma. Assalamu alaikum. Is it haram for a woman to wear makeup outside of the house?
Yes, my sister, it is haram to put the woman makeup or foundation. They're both haram. You should go out from your house without putting any makeup or any foundation and be happy what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you with. Allah gave it to you, you should be happy with it. And putting any makeup, that's haram. Allah ta'ala guide us all.
Barakallahu feek. Shaykhana, next question we have from YouTube again. Assalamu alaikum. There is an opinion that voluntary fast that a person has broken needs to be made up. Is this also true of voluntary salah if one wudu breaks during salah?
Yes.
So they don't have to make it up.
They don't have to make it up. If your wudu break while you doing your voluntary salah, and you go out, if you leave and go home, that's fine. If you go back and do your wudu and then pray again, it's fine. They're both fine. And same thing with the fasting, as my brother mentioned.
No.
Yeah.
But we have another question via YouTube here. Assalamu alaikum. This is Nadia. How do we apply the inheritance law to this case? A sister passed away without any children. She leaves a dad, a mom, and 2 brothers and 2 sisters.
MashaAllah. That's a very good question with the inheritance. If a sister dies and she leaves an mom and dad and brother and sister.
2 brothers and 2 sisters.
2 brothers and 2 sisters.
No.
The father takes an
Shaykhana, I'm going to give you time to think about this, obviously, because we're going for an ad break now.
Yeah.
So we'll be able to answer. So I'll ask you this question, inshallah, after the ad break.
No problem.
That will give you enough time to work out
That's right.
how it will actually needs to be divided.
Inshallah.
Brothers and sisters, please join us after the ad break, inshallah, for more Ask Iman. So if you do have any questions, please remember to pick up your phone and call us. And our studio here in 0203 515 0769. That's 0203 515 0769. Also, you can pick up your phone and email us or WhatsApp us, inshallah, on the details that you see on your screen. For me and the Shaykh for now. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa
barakatuh.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My respected brothers and sisters, welcome back to your show Ask Eman. Now, brothers and sisters, before the ad break, I was asking the Shaykh in regards to inheritance of a sister that passed away, and she wants to know if she doesn't have no kids but she left her mom and her dad behind and two brothers and two sisters, how do they divide the inheritance?
The father will take a quarter, and the mother will take 1 divided by 6, and which is sudus in Arabic, and the rest will go to the boys and the girls, and it will be divided. There are 2 boys and 2 girls, right?
2 boys, 2 girls.
Yeah, then it will be divided into 6, and then 4 will go to the boys, and 2 will go to the girls.
See, Shaykh, just for understanding purpose,
Yeah,
we normally understand inheritance from father and mother.
yeah,
I've never heard or never come across
Yeah.
inheritance from young children or brothers and sisters. Now, the reason when I read this question, I read it twice to understand, because I thought maybe it's the father or the mother passed away, but it
Yeah.
was the actual sister.
yeah,
So even then,
yeah.
there's a way how you divide it, although the
Yes.
money is not the father or the mother's.
Alhamdulillah, the Quran has made everything clear.
SubhanAllah.
Yeah, everything clear. Yeah.
SubhanAllah. طيب, Shaykh, the next question we have here. Okay. Yes, it starts with, this is a YouTube question. It starts with Assalamu alaikum. Is there a ruling in how man should dress in Islam?
Subhanallah, yes. As there is ruling how women should dress in Islam also, yes, there is how man should dress in Islam as well, in Islamic ruling. A man should wear something covers his body, covers his aura, baggy enough. And subhanallah, just today at Fajr time was talking about this in the masjid, that those brothers who are wearing tight trousers, which shows their body properly when they're making ruku' and sujood, and that nullifies their praise. They should be very careful with. We should safeguard our salah.
No.
And same thing when we're going out. We cannot wear tight clothes which shows our private.
No.
You might wear like tight top which shows your muscles and your 6 packs, but then the bottom has to be.
So top you can wear
Yes,
tight.
you can wear
tops.
tight tops. You can wear it
But not
as
bottom.
a man, not bottom. Bottom it should be big enough. Should be baggy. Yeah.
Right.
And you should not imitate those people.
Sure.
Yeah.
Barakallahu feek. Shaykhana, next question we have here starts with Assalamu alaikum. I always think of getting married, but what scares me is what I prioritize usually is the education that the sister have. My mom advised me not to look into this education background when it comes to the sisters. What should I do?
The question is from a brother or a sister?
A brother.
A brother saying?
So he wants to get married. He really wants to get married.
Yeah.
But his priority is usually when he looks at a sister, he wants a well-educated sister.
Yes.
Now, his mother is always saying to him, don't
Yeah.
look at the education background of a sister.
Yeah.
Look at other alternatives for when it comes to marriage. He's asking, what should I do? Meaning, Islamically, what should I be looking for?
Islamically, you are looking a mother for your children.
A mother for your
For
children.
your children. And if you look for a mother for your children, you should look for a good educated mother who can teach her children the deen, the manners, the formal education, and everything. And that's why education is very important. Yes, other aspects like then the deen is number one, and then education, and then beauty and the lineage and all these things, if they add up, alhamdulillah, it's well and good.
No.
If no, then at least deen with education is very good. Yeah,
Sure.
education is very important because you are looking a mother, and that's the time they say you can what they call you know, how shall I put it in English? And that's the time that you should look like for your children, the right mother, and you sacrifice some of the things for their sake.
Sure.
Yeah.
So obviously you overlook at things that you might think in the dunya that I need.
Yeah.
Look at the things that can benefit your children long term.
Yeah.
In the long run. Okay.
Yeah.
Khair, inshallah, barakallahu feek. Shaykh, and the next question we have here is again from YouTube. Starts with Assalamu alaikum. Can a temporary Imam appoint someone else other than himself to lead Salah instead of him, which he feels is more knowledgeable or rightful Imam for the Salah? Why and when not to allow anybody to lead Salah?
Subhanallah. You already mentioned that the reason that he's putting this person forward, because the imamah is for those who more Quran.
It's rank, isn't it? It's different ranks.
Yeah.
So if I'm a temporary Imam now,
Yeah.
and I know you as a Shaykh that comes in to pray in my masjid, or you
Yeah.
came as a guest to pray in
Yeah.
our masjid,
Yeah.
and I've noticed that,
Yeah.
I have full rights to tell you to come and lead,
Yes.
or can I just lead because I'm the actual Imam here?
Appointed imam. Yeah. No. Yeah. You can prioritize him, and that used to happen in the time of the Prophet ﷺ, and also the time of the Salaf and the Sahaba. They always used to happen. Like when an important Shaykh or guest comes to your masjid, that you put him forward to lead the prayers.
But if you know Shaykhana, this Shaykh that you actually put him forward voice-wise,
Yeah.
it's not, Allah has not given him the voice,
Yeah.
but He has given him the knowledge and the ilm.
Yeah.
Do you still
But
ask
is
him
it-
to lead Salah?
Yeah, but is his recitation is good?
I don't know.
Well, not beauty.
No.
The voice is a gift from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Sure.
But we were talking about
Recitation.
like recitation and
ruling.
articulations and the rulings that he gives. Is every letter
Is right.
it's right.
So
If
that's
he-
what
if
you have
he-
to judge
yeah,
them based
if-
on.
Yeah, yes, not the other knowledge of the Quran.
But how are you going to knowledge them when you are appointed Imam, which means you're not qualified enough to become an Imam? How would you know if this person is more knowledgeable? Because he's knowledgeable in deen-wise, but you
Yeah.
don't know ahkam when it comes to ahkam al-Quran
Yeah.
or recitation of the Quran. So how would you judge that then?
If you don't know,
You
then
can.
you don't have to.
Right.
Yeah.
Because my question, the reason I'm asking this
Yeah.
is because
Yeah.
obviously when you have an appointed Imam, it's his responsibility when Musallin are praying behind him
Yeah.
to make sure that Salah is it's actually dealt with or led professionally and actually done how it's
Yeah.
meant to be done.
Yeah.
Now, by bringing somebody else
Yeah.
that you're not quite sure about,
Yeah.
but because you believe that he's more knowledgeable than you are,
Yeah.
you're sinful for bringing that person forward, right?
No, it's a big word to say you're sinful, because then the reason you are bringing that person forward is because you know that he is more knowledge than you. But as we said, what is important is the Quran. A person might be have knowledge in other subjects, but his Quran and his recitation of the Quran is very weak. If he's very weak, then you shouldn't. But if his recitation is good, then if you don't know and you put him forward, you are not sinful for that.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Okay. Khair, inshallah.
sinful for that.
Barakallahu feek. Shaykhana, we have another YouTube question. Starts with Assalamu alaikum. I have a question regarding women cutting their hair on their head, obviously.
Yeah.
Is there a limit in how much women can cut? And is there a recommended length of women should cut?
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Jazakallah khair. The woman, they're allowed to cut their hair, but they should not imitate men. If they're going to shorten to the level that they're going to imitate men, then that's haram.
See, my concern is they're not imitating men's anymore.
Yeah.
It's man imitating women because man growing the hair now,
Yeah.
and they're having hairstyles and haircuts.
Yeah.
So it looks like when a woman cuts her hair as a woman should be cutting her hair,
Yeah.
she looks like she's imitating a man because a man is actually imitating the woman herself. So how short is short?
Then the cursing is comes
upon him.
Is upon him, not upon her.
But how short is short for
because
women?
it's for both.
No.
Both ways, not like it's not one way.
Right.
It both ways. La'an Allah, la'an Allah. May Allah curse the man who imitates woman, and may Allah also curse the woman who imitates men.
We'll get more into that because I think this is something that is happening now.
After your break.
And we want to make sure that we can clarify it so brothers and sisters can understand exactly what we mean by that. Because obviously a lot of people will say to you, oh, but a woman's got a limit on how much she can shorten her hair.
Yeah.
But we don't mention much about the brothers.
Yeah.
Now, inshallah, after that break, we'll clarify that, inshallah. So brothers and sisters, join us after that break, inshallah, where we clarify in haircut, generally speaking, for women and men, inshallah, and how we can cut our hair and what style we can go for, inshallah. So that will cover both topic here from the brothers and the sister side, inshallah. So join us after that break, inshallah, for me and the Shaykh for now. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين نبينا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. أما بعد, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, my dear brothers and sisters. Welcome back to your show, Ask Eman. Brothers and sisters, this is Ask Eman, inshallah. This is the last segment, inshallah. So if you do have any question, please remember to call us now in our studio on 0203-5150769. That's 0203-5150769 to ask us any question. You have literally 12 minutes, inshallah, before we answer any of your questions. طب Shaykhana, before the ad break, we were talking about haircuts. And the our sister asked about how short is short for women to cut her hair. Now, we did touch on how a brother should cut their hair and how women should cut their hair. The reason we mentioning this is because when you explained that a woman should not be imitating a man when it comes to how she should cut her hair.
Yes.
Now, the concern that we have now in this day and age, that even our brothers are imitating the haircut of a female. Now, this is where I want to clarify, because I don't want sisters to say, well, no, it doesn't make sense, because that's how our haircut is usually. We're not imitating them, they are imitating us. Now, can we explain the two differences here? A woman, how low she can go, and a brother, how low he can go.
A woman, there is no limit with saying that she has to go to that level, but she should not shorten to the level that we know it's normally like is for men. Like woman, which is like I'm going to make my haircut 2. Or
two is a good number.
Yes, for you, not for her.
تفضل.
And also like shortening their hair below their ears.
Eardrum.
Yeah, eardrum is not. They should not be above, because then that's that. It should be above their hair, and the men also, they should fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and not imitate the woman's haircuts. And also the Muslim woman, they should fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and should not imitate the non-Muslim actress and this and that, and to look like them.
So we have a red line that they shouldn't go past.
Yes.
And the red line is you don't imitate one another.
You don't imitate one another.
طيب.
Black and white.
خير. بارك الله فيك شيخنا. Next question we have, again from YouTube. Okay, here it says, Assalamu alaikum. Is it allowed to talk to a man when they start to talk to you? Can a woman make eye contact while talking to them? And that will lead into smiling and acknowledgement and so on and so forth.
We should avoid anything might cause fitna. But man talking to a woman talking to a man is allowed. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said to the wives of the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, وَقُلْنَا قَوْلًا مَعْرُوفًا. Say a good word
to one another.
To one another. And the reason for that is, good word means like not softening your voice.
No.
Because Allah Ta'ala said clearly after that, وَلَا تَبَرَّ فَيَطْمَعَ الَّذِي فِي قَلْبِهِ مَرَضٌ وَقُلْنَا قَوْلًا مَعْرُوفًا. فَلَا تَخْضَعْنَ بِالْقَوْلِ. Do not soften and break your speech, your talk, in a way that makes the man thinking wrong about you.
No.
وَقُلْنَا قَوْلًا مَعْرُوفًا. Say good words. That's why when the woman is talking to the man, she's talking to him straight, without softening her hair, without breaking her voice, without softening her voice, and so on. If she talks to him straight, that's nothing wrong with that Islamically, and vice versa.
So having a banter between one another. I mean,
Yeah.
we're talking about. I understand
Yeah.
exactly what you're saying.
Yeah.
We should, if he's asking you about direction, give him the direction.
Yeah.
If he says
Yeah.
salam, you go alaykum salam.
Bas.
We don't
No.
give one another.
Yeah.
Let me give you an example then.
Yeah.
If we are checking into a hotel
Yeah.
and the receptionist, the reception, whether it's a man or woman, who's behind the desk,
Yeah.
is talking to you as a client.
Yeah.
And obviously we know that as working as a customer service, you have to be smiling. You have to be basically as friendly as possible you can.
Yeah.
With those customers.
Yeah.
Now, because your job role
Yeah.
expects you to do that,
Yeah.
can you continue doing so, knowing that Islamically it's not permissible what you're doing?
No, you should not take that kind of role in the first place. When you know
You shouldn't be.
you shouldn't be. A Muslim woman, it should not be in that kind of role, which puts her in that situation.
It's customer service, yeah.
Unless if she works like for a woman. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, because every job is not halal,
Yeah.
and every job is not appropriate for a Muslim woman. And
No.
if you are dealing with same sex, then
No.
it's fine. You smile, and talk to them with full eye contact and everything. And even though in our days as well, even there's a lot of things came up.
No.
But on top of that, you need to be to your limit of your professional work.
Sure.
Jazakallah khair.
Barakallah fiqh. Shaykhana, we have callers. They
Bismillah.
want to ask you the question.
Go ahead.
Can you do the honor and take that, inshallah?
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Caller, you are live on Eman. Ask Eman. What's your question?
What surah is the best to read in the morning?
What surah is the best to read in the morning? Surah Al-Fatiha. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. That's the best surah inshallah you can read.
Does that answer your question, inshallah?
Yes.
Jazakallah.
Jazakallah so much.
Barakallahu fiqh. The last second I score, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Ask Eman.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Sayyid calling from Manchester.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Brother Azhar, how are you today?
Alhamdulillah.
Go ahead. What's your question today?
Yeah, my question to Shaykh is, Shaykh, can you explain what is makafat amal? In other words, what goes round comes round. Can you explain Islamically what exactly it refers to, please?
Barakallahu fiqh.
Okay, Jazakallah.
And what goes round comes round. Let me remember, and subhanallah, and the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ, كما تدين تدان. The way you deal with the people, you will be dealt with.
No.
And it's close to or similar to what goes round comes round.
Yeah, it's a karma, isn't it? Like, it's
Yeah.
basically whenever,
Yeah.
but then again, it's exactly that hadith.
Yes.
Come out to do to dan.
كما تدين تدان.
No.
Which is very important that you don't hurt the people, you disrespect the people, you should not disrespect the people, you should treat everyone nicely, because if you do so, then inshallah, also in return, everybody will treat you good and will treat you nicely, and will be good to you, inshallah. But if you hurt the people, harm the people, being bad to the people, then Allah Ta'ala will test you as well with the same thing, and sometimes with people who are more power than you, and then subhanallah, you suffer because of what you've done. That's why we need to be very careful the way we are treating the people. And our Prophet ﷺ told us in the authentic hadith, the hadith of Abu Dharr, fear Allah wherever you are, and whenever you fall in sin, follow up with good deeds, it will remove that sin, and treat with the people with good manners. Then it's very important that we deal with the people with good manners. And also in another hadith, also in the Tirmidhi, which is both authentic, he said, alayhi salatu when he's been asked what takes the people most to paradise, he said, alayhi salatu taqwa Allah, the fear of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, husnul khuluq, and treating good with the people. And these two, one is dealing with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in a good way, and dealing with the human beings in a good way. That's what takes the people most to paradise. Wa jazakumullahu khairan.
Barakallahu fi Shaykhana. Next question we have, our sub starts with Assalamu alaikum. What are the name of each heaven? The 7 heaven meaning.
I don't know.
Excellent. 7 heaven, each heaven's got a name?
We know the gates and of paradise, and like the gate of Rayyan, the gate of Salah, the gate of Hajj, the gate. But I don't know about this 7 heavens. What do they call it?
طيب. Barakallahu fiqh Shaykhana. Brothers and sisters, please join us tomorrow inshallah for more Ask Eman. Shaykhana, we're going to have you tomorrow inshallah. Bi-idhnillah. So join me and the Shaykh tomorrow inshallah at 7:30. Bi-idhnillah. So if you do have any questions, remember inshallah the number you need to call is 0235150769. And you can send your messages from today inshallah ready for tomorrow on the details that you see on your screen. So for me and the Shaykh for now, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.